Although Gilmore Girls had plenty of regrettable plots and weird character changes, there is one storyline from 2004 that still stings upon a rewatch all these years later. While the cast of Gilmore Girls was uniformly excellent, sadly, the same can't be said for the show's writing. The storytelling of Gilmore Girls was nowhere near as consistent as the show's central performances, meaning many seasons were saddled with subplots or even main narrative arcs that simply didn't add up. Gilmore Girls betrayed its audience when Luke hid the existence of his daughter from Lorelai, and let down viewers again with Lane's tragic pregnancy storyline. However, these came in the show's later seasons, when its critical acclaim had started to wane in earnest. As such, it is not that surprising that middling episodes and regrettable storylines crop up in Gilmore Girls seasons 6 and 7, particularly when the latter season featured a change of showrunners. Dean cheating on with Rory is so much darker after a year in the life. What is much harder to justify is the twist featured at the end of season 4, episode 22, Raincoats and Recipes. This infamous outing is the one where, after a lot of non-committal flirting, Rory has sex for the first time with a married Dean. Although Rory made some questionable choices earlier in the show, this is still a major turning point. Going forward, Gilmore Girls is much more critical of Rory's behavior, and she is depicted more like her mother, Lorelai. In early seasons, Rory is uncritically adored by both the characters and the show itself, and her mistakes are always excused by convenient plot contrivances. After she sleeps with Dean, she's treated as more of an autonomous adult. While this means that Rory can now be flawed and imperfect like Lorelai, it was still a hard pill to swallow at the time. Dean is the one to blame for the entire extramarital affair, since Rory isn't married, and she isn't cheating on anyone by sleeping with him. That said, the choice remains one of Rory's worst Gilmore Girls moments. Dean and Rory's affair was always a misjudged Gilmore Girls moment. When Rory admits what she did to Lorelai, her mother points out that she's now the other woman in Dean's marriage. Although Rory shouldn't be blamed for the couple's struggles, it is striking to realize what a major character change this is for her. Until season 3, Rory was a fastidiously well-behaved character, often contrasted with the rebellious Jess. Seeing her sacrifice her moral high ground for romantic attention from Dean is a jarring moment, as it proves the show's young heroine was never all that upstanding. When things were going well for Rory, whether she was dating Dean or Jess, she would never have dreamed of pursuing a married man. However, when her ego takes a tumble thanks to her breakup with Jess, she immediately hooks up with Dean in an attempt to find some validation. It's an embarrassing backslide, but one that she fiercely defends when confronted by Lorelai. Interestingly, I'd argue that Rory never stops defending this choice for the remainder of the show's run. Rory infamously cuts loose throughout season 5, stealing a yacht with Logan after allowing her studies to fall by the wayside. Although she does graduate with honors and secures an impressive journalist job straight out of college, the revival A Year in the Life reveals that she squandered this promising start. In the divisive Gilmore Girls revival, Rory is a shiftless, amoral character who thinks nothing of cheating on her long-term boyfriend Paul with her ex Logan, even though he's engaged to another woman. If her affair with Dean is viewed as a crucial crossroad for Rory's character evolution, then this twist makes it clear which path she chose. Throughout A Year in the Life, Rory's behavior is almost comically self-serving as she constantly complains about her lack of career prospects, but also dismisses opportunities as beneath her and ignores the assignments she does have. She's the worst version of her original self, but crucially, season 4's finale did set up this characterization with Dean's return. Rory and Dean's hookup started Rory's Gilmore Girls character devolution. Sleeping with Dean is a mistake for Rory, but it's not the choice that derails her. It's her decision to double down and defend this decision, even briefly getting back together with Dean, that proves she values her ego more than her potential for growth. As much as Rory claims she wants to move on from Stars Hollow and see more of the world, A Year in the Life proves that she values the small town that's obsessed with her more than the challenges of life outside Stars Hollow. It is telling that, in A Year in the Life's ending, Rory writes a memoir.